Hello, everybody. This is Mo again. I'm going to explain to you now your second writing assignment, the assessed writing. The title of the writing is, as you can see, Keep in Touch. I like this assignment because it will help you better organize your writing into separate paragraphs. As you can see, what I noticed in most of your writings, except for a few students, is that you just hold a pen and start writing. When you are sending an email or a letter to a newspaper, you need the letter to be more organized, more formal. Separate paragraphs, an introduction, a body explaining what you want to talk about, and a conclusion. In this second writing, you are going to look at this idea of dividing your thoughts before you actually do the writing itself. The other piece of advice I would like to give you is that English is different from Arabic. In English, we don't like very long sentences. So in at least one writing, I saw 4 lines made of one sentence. Let's try to separate our sentences into shorter ones, and let's try to separate our ideas into separate paragraphs. Okay, let me give you some comments about the writings that you gave me first. I am not going to give any names, but I will show you a collection of things that I think are important to comment about. Of course, I cannot comment about everything, but these are just a few of them. I'm going to be looking at the screen while I'm recording, so bear with me. So as you can see here, some sentences that I really liked. Somebody wrote, I started looking for a job over the internet. I liked that use of prepositions. How can I prepare myself for a job interview? Very good, well-written question. Companies always say they want people with experience, but how can I get experience if no one gives me a job? Very, very well written. I might have used the word offers me a job instead of gives me. Gain experience better, maybe rather than get, but it's a very strong sentence. Excellent. Another sentence that I liked is medicine is an extremely difficult job. I would remove the word job and put field because medicine is not a job, but I like the structure of the first part of the sentence. I am writing to you because I thought you would be the perfect person to ask. While it might need to be a little bit more formal, but I like the expression, I like the vocabulary, I like the grammar. Do you think I'm qualified enough? Again, another good question, well-written question. Now, some things to comment about. Again, these are from different writings, not one person in particular. I was work for Berlitz. I changed the name of the company. Please remember that in English, was work is not proper grammar. There is nothing that exists in English in that way. Was and were are not helping verbs in the past simple. They are helping verbs in the past continuous. So the correct word here would be worked. I have also experience. The sentence is fine, but also would come before have. I also have. That is the most question. This is a very common mistake. When I say the most question, where is the adjective? The most what question? The most common question? The most difficult question? What is the adjective? So the most question is not English by itself. You need an adjective because most is modifying an adjective. It's making it a superlative. I'm tired for looking for job vacancies. I'm not very comfortable with the word vacancies here because you're not looking for a vacancy. You're looking for a job. Yes, companies have vacancies, but you are looking for a job. So I'm tired of looking for a job. Period. Full stop. I was worked for Vodafone. Again, I worked for Vodafone. Was worked is what we call the passive voice, which you will look at in another level of pre-int. And we don't need the passive voice here. I have 27 years old. Another common mistake. In English, we say I am. This is Arabic and French, and I think Spanish and other languages. They say the same thing that Arabic says, that we say in Arabic. But in English, it's I am. I specialized in accounting major. Either you say I majored in accounting or I specialized in accounting, but not, you don't specialize in a major, you specialize in a field. How I can searching for a job. First of all, can needs to come before the subject in a question, and after can we use the infinitive. So it's how can I search? I might ask a better question than that, but at least we have the grammar fixed. I'm confused about choose between journalism and marketing. Okay, after the word about, I would expect a noun. Choose is a verb, not a noun. Okay, the noun for choose is choice. But at any rate, I might just say, I'm unable to choose between. I'm unable to choose between journalism and accounting. I need to make a good impression in front of the interviewer. In front of the interviewer sounds to me like it's the effect of your first language. I would just say, I need to make a good impression. I graduated from computer science. Again, you don't graduate from a field, you graduate from a department. So I graduated from the Department of Computer Sciences, Cairo University. But you don't graduate from computer science. I want you to tell me some job advice. First of all, the spelling needs to be corrected because tell is spelled with an E. And you don't tell advice, you give advice. And if you want to be more formal, you might say, I would like, or I would appreciate it if you gave me. Two more sentences to look at that I've chosen to look at. I hope to have a strong writing skills. Please remember that if you're going to use a or an, use them with countable singular objects or words. The word skills is plural, but also it would be better if we just say, I would like to improve my writing skills, or I hope to improve my writing skills. I got a job offer from a company working in Europe. If it's a multinational company with many branches, with the main office in Europe, the correct verb is based, B-A-S-E-D. So I'd say, I got a job offer from a company based in Europe. I've chosen this writing for you, and there is a possibility that you might find it again in the next level, but I think it's important that you do this writing because it will help you with structure of the paragraph. And if you find yourself doing it again in another level, that's fine. Improve on what you've learned in this level. The title is Keeping in Touch, and it's about writing an email to a friend that you haven't seen in a long time. I'm going to attach the PDF for this writing with the video, but I just wanted to explain the parts to you. So first you get an example email, an email from a friend to her friend that she hasn't seen in a long time. And you have a link to an online dictionary that you can use to check words that you don't understand. Please use an English dictionary. You can use Cambridge or Oxford. I prefer Oxford Learners or Cambridge Learners, but please stick to an English dictionary. It's important as you read this example that you examine how the paragraphs are being organized. So this is the first part. As you are reading this example email, Note the different ways that the future is spoken of. A lot of the language that you will find here to talk about the future is found in the last two chapters that you are being given on Zoom. So these two chapters should help you with the grammar needed for this writing. So the email continues. She finishes telling her about herself and then starts asking the friend about the friend's news. Now read the email again, and to help us see if we understand what we have read, answer the rest of the true or false here. I will show the answers in the next slide. The same questions, the same material is in the PDF, so you can actually do all of this using the PDF file attached. Here are the answers. And I think this is the most important part of this pre-writing preparation. Examine the email again and think of what does each paragraph tell us. Match the paragraph number to what the paragraph talks about or what Janine is explaining in each paragraph. Here are the answers. If you have any questions about anything in this video or the assignment, please comment below the assignment. Now, it's better if you look at the PDF file for this part. Here, in order to check your understanding of two things, of some of the words and also of the organization of such an email, you have some words in the box and some gaps, and you need to use the words to fill the gaps. The empty box next to each paragraph is there for you to think of where this paragraph should be in the order of the email or how it should be ordered and put the right number next to it. Okay, so I'm now going to show you the rest of. Here are more of the paragraphs. Notice here that the first line and the fourth paragraph are already numbered. Your job now is to pause the video, check the PDF, read everything, fill in the gaps, number the paragraphs as you think they should be, and then move on to the rest of the video to check your answers. Okay, so check your answers and pause the video if you need. Finally, we come to the writing itself. Please read the instructions carefully. It says it's an informal email, so consider the formality of your language. And please look at the instructions that are on the side. For example, here it says introduction and happy memory. So try to follow the instructions on the side to help you organize your writing. Here it says your recent news and life events, your plans for the future, and questions about your friend's life. And finally, an offer to meet in the future. You can always look at the example to help you understand how this is organized. The writing tip at the bottom. Sometimes after I finish a letter or an email, I have a piece of information that I want to say, which is extra, which is not really part of the original email. You can do that after you sign or write your name by writing PS, which means postscript, which means really it would be translated roughly after what is written. And you can say, for example, my phone number is, or some other piece of information that was not to be put in the body of the writing itself. What do I need in order to achieve a good score in this writing? I need to have completed the 5 paragraphs. I need to have used some good English from the example email. I need to follow good grammar, spelling guides, and punctuation. Please remember that in English, a sentence ends with a full stop. A comma divides a sentence, but doesn't end a sentence. So again, I'm showing you one more time what is required in this writing. Please stay safe and healthy. If you need anything from me at any time, I am and I always be your teacher. I always will be your teacher. Thank you very much.